Stop scrolling. Take a deep breath. This video did not exist in your reality until your consciousness collapsed the wave of potential and chose to observe it. This is not a metaphor. This is the first key. We are about to dismantle the greatest illusion you have ever known, the illusion of a fixed, unchangeable past. You have been told your memories define you, that they are scars or trophies from a journey that is over. That is a lie designed to keep you powerless. By the end of our time together, you will not just understand, you will remember that your memories are not a record of what was, but an infinite archive of what could be. And I will show you how to access a different file. Have you ever experienced a memory so vividly it felt more real than the present? Or had a sense of déjà vu that shook you to your core? Tell me in the comments. Your experience is the beginning of your awakening. To understand this power, you must first understand the landscape where it operates. Imagine a vast, silent ocean of pure, unformed energy. This is the quantum field. It contains every possibility, every timeline, every conceivable version of you, and every possible version of your past, present, and future. It is not out there. It is the very fabric of your consciousness. Now, you have been taught that to observe is to passively watch. This is the foundational error in your programming. To observe is to create. It is an active, divine act of selection. With every focused thought, with every sustained feeling, you are reaching into that infinite ocean of potential and commanding a single, specific reality to crystallize into your experience. You are the projector, and the world is your screen. Your memories are simply the films you have chosen to play on repeat. Until now. The first illusion we must shatter is that of linear time. You perceive time as a straight line, moving from a concrete past, through a fleeting present, into an unknown future. This is a construct of the three-dimensional mind, a useful tool for navigating this density. But it is not the ultimate truth. In the quantum field, all time exists simultaneously. The moment of your birth, this exact moment you are hearing my voice, and the moment of your final breath are all happening right now. They are different frames in a cosmic film, and your consciousness is the light that illuminates one frame at a time. Your memory is not a look back along a line. It is the act of your consciousness illuminating a past frame that is still happening, right now, in the eternal now. When you grasp this, you realize that looking back is no different from looking forward. It is all a matter of where you choose to direct your focus in the infinite now. So, what is a memory, if not a record of the past? A memory is a vibrational echo. It is a specific frequency pattern that your consciousness has activated and solidified through repeated observation. Think of a traumatic memory. Why does it feel so real, so visceral, even years later? Because every time you recall it, you are not just remembering. You are retuning your entire being to that exact vibrational frequency of fear, of sadness, of anger. You are rebroadcasting that signal into the quantum field, and the field, in its infinite obedience, mirrors that reality back to you in your body and your circumstances. The memory is not in your brain. The brain is merely the antenna. The memory is an active, living frequency in your energy field. To change the memory, you do not need to fight it. You simply need to learn how to broadcast a different, more harmonious frequency. In quantum physics, there is a principle known as the quantum Zeno effect. It states that a particle, if observed continuously, will be frozen in place. Its natural evolution is halted by the act of observation. Now apply this profound law to your own consciousness. Your painful memories, your regrets, your stories of lack and limitation, they are not inherently permanent. They are kept alive, frozen in your reality, by the quantum Zeno effect of your own relentless attention. You observe your past failures, and so they remain your present reality. You observe your past heartbreaks, and so your heart remains closed. You are holding your own past captive with the power of your focus. The secret to liberation is not to forget, but to consciously withdraw your observation, to let the particle of that old memory dissolve back into the wave of infinite potential from which it came. Let us clarify the function of your physical brain. You believe it is a biological hard drive, a container where memories are stored like files in a computer. This is an outdated mechanical model of consciousness. Your brain does not store a single memory. Your brain is a highly sophisticated receiver, an antenna of unparalleled sensitivity. It is tuned to the frequency of your consciousness. When you remember something, your brain is tuning into a specific informational pattern within the universal quantum field, much like a radio tunes into a specific station. This is why memories can feel so otherworldly, so complete. You are not retrieving a degraded file, you are accessing a living reality. This also means that if you can learn to retune the receiver, your brain, through the power of your focused intention, you can tune into a different station, a different memory, a different past. Have you ever experienced déjà vu? That strange, fleeting certainty that you have lived this exact moment before. Your logical mind dismisses it as a brain glitch. Your soul knows better. Déjà vu is a bleed-through. It is a momentary glimpse into an alternate timeline, a parallel reality where you made a slightly different choice. It is the universe briefly pulling back the curtain to show you the infinite array of possibilities that coexist with your current reality. It is a powerful confirmation that your current life is not the only version available. These moments are not random. They are invitations. They are prompts from your higher self, reminding you that you are a multidimensional being with access to an infinite library of experiences. The question is not whether other timelines exist. The question is, which one will you consciously choose to inhabit from this moment forward? Now we arrive at the engine of creation. Emotion. A thought is a blueprint. An emotion is the energy that builds the house. You can think of a different past all day, but if you do not feel it as real, it remains a distant potential. Your emotions are the magnetic resonance that pulls a reality out of the quantum field and solidifies it into your experience. When you recall a memory, it is the associated emotion that makes it feel solid. The joy of a first kiss, the sting of betrayal, the warmth of a loving embrace. It is the feeling that anchors the memory in your being. Therefore, the key to choosing a new past is to generate the feeling of that new past first. You must feel the relief of the argument that never happened. You must feel the joy of the success you now choose to remember. The feeling is the secret. It is the signal you send to the universe that says, This is the reality I am choosing now. What is this memory archive we speak of? In ancient wisdom traditions, it is called the Akashic Records. In quantum terms, it is the zero-point field. It is a non-local holographic field of information that contains the energetic imprint of every thought, emotion, and event that has ever occurred and could ever occur. It is the universe's memory. Your personal memories are simply your unique access point into this universal archive. You are not separate from it. You are a part of it, with a specific vibrational signature. This means you have the inherent ability to navigate this archive. You are not limited to the files you have previously opened. With intention and focus, you can browse the entire library. You can access the reality where you were confident, the reality where you were loved unconditionally, the reality where you made the right choice. It is all there, waiting for you to observe it into being. Let's make the observer effect profoundly personal. It is not something that happens in a laboratory with subatomic particles. It is happening with you, right now. Your attention is a spotlight in the infinite darkness of potential. Whatever you shine that light upon becomes real for you. Up until now, you have been conditioned to keep your spotlight fixed on a specific set of past events, told to you by parents, teachers, and society. You have observed the story of your unhappy childhood so consistently that it has become a law in your reality. You have observed the story of your financial struggles so intensely that it manifests over and over. But what if you were to consciously, deliberately move the spotlight? What if you were to shine it on a different memory in the archive, a memory of abundance, of love, of perfect health? The old reality does not fight you. It simply ceases to be illuminated. It loses its power because you, the observer, have chosen to look away. Here is the first practical step. You must detach from the dominant narrative of your past. This requires radical honesty. You must see your life story not as an objective truth, but as a story you have been telling yourself, a story you chose. To do this, find a quiet space. Bring to mind a memory that causes you pain or limitation. Instead of diving into the emotion of it, observe it as if you were watching a movie. See the characters, the setting, the plot. But this time, see yourself as the director, not the actor. Recognize that this is just one version of the film. Say to yourself, out loud, "This is one version of events. This is a file in the archive. This is not the only truth." This act of conscious disidentification is crucial. It creates a space between you, the true conscious observer, and the memory program you have been running. In that space, freedom is born. You are no longer the story. You are the one who chooses the story. The second step is to identify the emotional charge. Every memory that holds power over you is anchored by a core emotion, a feeling of unworthiness, of abandonment, of fear, of powerlessness. Your task is not to relive this emotion, but to identify it with neutral awareness. Look at the memory again, from your detached director's chair. Ask yourself, what is the primary feeling this story generates within me? Name it. Is it shame? Is it grief? Is it rage? Once you have named the emotion, you have located the vibrational anchor that moors this memory to your present reality. This anchor is the very thing you are about to change. You are not trying to destroy it. You are simply preparing to replace it with a new anchor, one that serves the reality you now wish to create. Acknowledge the old feeling, thank it for the lesson it taught you, and prepare to let it go. Now for the most powerful step, choosing a new file. From that same director's chair, you now get to imagine the revised scene. If that painful event had not happened, what would have happened instead? Do not limit yourself. This is your quantum playground. Imagine the version of events that would have produced the feeling you desire to feel now. Did the argument end in a loving embrace and understanding? Did you get the job you wanted? Did you speak your truth with confidence and grace? Create a short, clear scene in your mind. This is your new memory. It must be plausible to your subconscious, but it must be definitively different and positive. Make it vivid. See the colors. Hear the sounds. Most importantly, identify the new core emotion this revised scene generates. Is it peace? Is it confidence? Is it joy? Is it love? This new feeling is your destination. This process is often called revision, a technique masterfully taught by the 20th century mystic Neville Goddard. He understood this quantum principle intuitively. He taught that man could alter his past by reimagining scenes and refeeling them until they took on the tones of reality. What Neville called imagination, we can now understand as the focused consciousness of the observer selecting a new quantum reality. He said to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. In our context, we are assuming the feeling of the memory revised. This is not about self-deception or delusion. It is a conscious act of quantum creation. You are using your divine faculty of imagination, the workshop of God, to collapse a new wave of probability from the infinite field and claim it as your true experience. You are not lying to yourself. You are choosing a higher truth from an infinite menu of truths. The fourth step is total sensory immersion. Choosing the new file is not enough. You must now step out of the director's chair and become the lead actor in your new, revised scene. Close your eyes, replay your new memory in your mind, but this time, experience it in the first person. What do you see through your own eyes in this scene? What do you hear? What do you smell? What can you touch? Who are you with? What are they saying? What are you saying? Make it as real and as detailed as possible. Loop the scene over and over, just for a minute or two, each time adding more sensory richness. The goal is to trick your brain, your antenna, into believing this event has actually happened. Your brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By feeding it this new sensory data, you are literally rewiring its neural pathways to align with a new past. And now, the final and most crucial step of the process: anchoring the new vibration. As you loop your revised scene, let the new core emotion flood your entire being. If the scene is about forgiveness, feel the immense relief and lightness of forgiveness in every cell of your body. If it is about success, feel the exhilaration and confidence pulsing through your veins. You must generate this feeling so intensely that it becomes your dominant state of being. Hold this feeling for as long as you can. This feeling is the new magnetic anchor. It is the new signal you are broadcasting to the quantum field. The field does not respond to your words or even your thoughts. It responds to your vibration, your feeling. By sustaining this new feeling, you are commanding the universe to reorganize itself around this new truth. You are literally pulling that parallel reality into your dominant, experienced timeline. A question naturally arises. What happens to the old, painful memory? Does it vanish? This is the beauty of the quantum paradigm. You are not in a battle with your past. The old memory is not an enemy to be destroyed. When you withdraw your observation and place it firmly on the new, revised memory, the old one simply loses its energy. It loses its charge. It returns to its natural state, a neutral, unactivated potential in the infinite quantum field. It may still be in the archive, but it will no longer be on your recently played list. If it does surface, it will feel different, distant, like a story you read about someone else. The emotional sting will be gone because you have successfully swapped its emotional anchor. You have not erased history. You have chosen to tune into a better version of it. Be prepared for the ripple effect. Changing a memory in the archive is like dropping a new stone into the pond of your life. The ripples will spread outwards and change the landscape of your present and future. Do not be surprised if your relationships with people from that old memory suddenly shift. Someone you held a grudge against might reach out with an apology. An opportunity you thought you missed might reappear in a new form. Your body might begin to heal from chronic conditions linked to the old emotional trauma. This is the universe confirming your new choice. It is rearranging the holographic reality to match the new information you have inserted into your timeline. Your present circumstances are always, without exception, a direct reflection of the past you are choosing to energize with your observation. Change the past, and the present has no choice but to change with it. As you practice this, the universe will begin to speak to you through the language of synchronicity. You will think of your revised memory of success, and a song about winning will play on the radio. You will revise a memory about finding love, and you will suddenly see couples everywhere happy and connected. These are not coincidences. This is feedback. This is the quantum field winking at you, saying, "Message received. New reality is being rendered. Please wait." Acknowledge these signs with gratitude. See them as evidence that your power is working. Each synchronicity strengthens your belief, and your strengthened belief makes your manifestation even more powerful and rapid. You are entering into a conscious dialogue with the intelligence of the universe. You are no longer a passive victim of circumstance, but an active co-creator with the cosmos. Your ego and your logical mind may put up a fight. They will whisper, "This is ridiculous. You are just pretending. You know what really happened." This resistance is normal. The ego is the guardian of the old program. Its job is to maintain the status quo. Do not argue with it. Do not engage it in battle. Simply acknowledge its fear with compassion. Say, "I understand you are trying to protect me based on old data, but we are choosing a new data set now." Then gently return your focus to the feeling of your revised memory. The ego lives in the mind. Your creative power lives in the feeling state of your heart and body. The more you practice inhabiting the feeling of your new reality, the quieter the ego's objections will become. It will eventually have no choice but to fall in line with the new dominant program you are running. Let us be clear about the ethics of this power. You are not erasing people or events in a way that harms anyone. All possibilities already exist in the quantum field. You are simply choosing which version of reality you wish to experience personally. You cannot use this to control another person's free will. You can, however, revise your perception and experience of them. You can revise a painful interaction so that you remember it as a peaceful one. This changes you and your energetic output. And as you change, the world around you must mirror that change. You are not manipulating the outer world. You are mastering your inner world. And by doing so, the outer world rearranges itself in perfect, harmonious reflection. The most loving thing you can do for the world is to create the most loving version of your own past. This is not a one-time technique. This is a new way of life. This is about living as the master of your timeline. With this knowledge, you no longer need to fear the future or regret the past. You can begin to consciously curate your archive of memories to support the person you are becoming. Every night before you sleep, you can review your day and revise any moment that was less than joyful or loving. You can reimagine it as you wished it had been, feel the new feeling, and drift off to sleep in that new state. This practice, compounded over time, will radically transform your life. You will be building a past foundation of love, success, and peace. And on that foundation, you can only manifest a present and future that reflects the same. You are no longer a prisoner of time. You are its creator. You are the archivist of your reality. So now you know the truth. You are not a character living in a story called your life. You are the author, standing before an infinite library of your own creation. The past is not behind you, it is within you, a collection of manuscripts waiting for your editorial command. You are not in reality, you are reality, observing itself through the lens you choose. Remember this, your power as the observer is absolute. By choosing the memory file you focus on, you choose the reality you inhabit. You are the source of your experience. Thank you for allowing this transmission to find you and awaken the truth within. If this resonated, subscribe to this channel and anchor this new reality by writing in the comments, "I am the archivist of my reality." This act declares your power to the universe. And now, I ask you, what is the first memory file you feel called to revise? Share your intentions below. Let us witness this collective shift together.